YouTube Live is active. All right. All right. Nice, Steve. Am I good? Am I live? Am I live? Am I good? I'm good. I'm gut. I'm guten. Muy bien. Awesome. I'm live. Ladies and gentlemen, home run by Snap, Short Electronic Arts. What we did for the overnights in the open house today, we're going to go through all that and so much more, precise daily stock levels, our game plan and Forex, as well as our full stock analysis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newsbeat Show. So many great things to share with you today, including what we did on the overnights. Did you buy Snapchat? Did you short Electronic Arts? We did. We'll show you exactly how easy it was, as well as give you full analysis behind it. But first, there's something that you have to agree to, and that is, of course, to hold me legally harmless to anything you might read, hear, see on this video. The fact that I have a time machine, went to the future, noticed that Electronic Arts was going to get crushed on earnings and that Snap was going to do really well on earnings, took advantage of my future knowledge, went back in time and shared it with the Newsbeat Live Room, you may not hold that fact against me or anything else you may hear, read, or see in this video. Thank you so much for agreeing to that. Okay, so wow, what a day. Where do we start? Let's talk about Snapchat. Let's talk about the earnings. So, I was analyzing earnings today, and here's the after hours of Snap. It absolutely exploded. And I said something kind of funny today because, yes, I am the person who came out and put a $0 target on Snapchat before they IPO'd. Before they IPO'd, I was the psychopath who put a $0 target on it because the two morons, I mean founders of the company, who are billionaire morons, by the way, um, took away all voting rights from shareholders and didn't know how to make a dime. So you have two computer nerds trying to run a company, and you could see the company plummeted. So I came out today and I basically came to the room and I said, all right, guys, Snap is going to crush on revenues. They're going to crush Wall Street's estimates on the revenue side. And that is going to be the reason why I'm turning around for the first time and I'm calling Snapchat bullish on earnings. That was my message to the room. We went ahead and we opened up some calls here. It was a kind of a happy moment for us. You can see right here, 3:30 p.m. We bought Snap $8 March calls for 31 cents. I'm hoping I'm up like 4, 5, 600% tomorrow on those option calls. That would be a nice little home run. Little being a relative term. And yeah, see, oh, somebody responded, home run on this one. Congrats. Thanks, Alejandro. And we went ahead and we bought Snapchat calls. And let's go ahead and analyze it because even though I'm long calls, I always come to you with unbiased situations and analysis. So with that being said, Snap missed on earnings per share, 13 cents, a loss of 13 cents versus the loss of 8 cents expected. But as I correctly pointed out before they reported in the room, and I know what you guys are thinking. I have a time machine, so it's really unfair. If you had a time machine, you'd be able to do the same thing, but you don't. So, fortunately for me, I do have a time machine. $390 million in revenue. That beats the 375.82 million expected. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Snapchat crushed on revenue. Absolutely crushed it, destroyed it. Snap CEO says we ended the year with user engagement stabilizing. Blah, 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 blah. Dude's name is Evan Spiegel. He's the one who impregnated Miranda Kerr. What was she, like a Victoria's Secret model? Wow. Um, see? Even though he doesn't know how to run a company, well, he does know how to say hello to the women. With that being said, Snap says they're planning on improving tooling, optimization, and formats in 2019. To me, the revenue number was the reason why they shot up. Because I know as soon as Snap surprised Wall Street by exceeding analyst revenue expectations, that was a reason for it to pop up. Now, since I did come from the future, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow to Snapchat. You're gonna have a lot of analysts upgrading Snapchat tomorrow. I mean, I know it's so unfair that I have a time machine. It's like, I know, but it's honestly having a time machine is a lot of fun. Um, Really is a lot of fun. So with that being said, the analysts are going to come out tomorrow. They are going to upgrade, defend the name. They are going to refer to the bullish revenue tomorrow, and you're going to have some of the analysts coming out referring to that. They're not bleeding as many users as they once were. You're going to see the analysts point to those two things, and they're going to upgrade it or defend their higher price targets. It's what you're going to see tomorrow in Snap. So congratulations to the room who hit a home run. Now I took two other earnings names today. The second earnings name I took today was Electronic Arts. Now this one just got absolutely decimated. Well, fortunately for us, the decimation played out in our favor because we were buying $92 puts at $3.15, expiring on the weekly. And because we were in these puts, again, it's such a cheat and a hack to be able to have a time machine. But let's go over Electronic Arts earnings now that they officially reported. Again, I read this, I read this earnings report in the future already. I'm just reiterating it. 86 cents versus the $1.94 expected. What a miss! You ready for the revenue? 1.6 billion versus the 1.75 billion. I wish I had more hands so I could give this Electronic Arts earnings report more thumbs down. All right? Okay? They raised their fiscal year 19 view. Oh, wait, is there something bullish? Oh, they're going to make $3.20 per share versus the 3.11. Oh, too bad the analyst expectations was $4.56. Wah, 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 wah. Terrible. They see Q4 EPS 56 cents versus the $1.59. Wah, 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 wah. Dollar 1.17 billion versus the 1.48 billion expected for next quarter. Play that wah wah sound again. Two thumbs down. Nasty. Ah, absolutely nasty. And as we said in the room before we bought these puts, if you remember my words, I said electronics, arts, revenues, and earnings are going to be abysmal. Abysmal was the word I used. Horrible. Terrible. Did I know how bad? I mean, I did because I have a time travel machine, but let's be honest, this was lower than what any analyst thought for this out there. Electronic Arts. So not only did we give you Snap, which absolutely exploded up, we also gave you Electronic Arts to the downside, which exploded down. Now, there's a third earnings name I gave you. Why isn't he talking about the third earnings name? Well, we'll talk about it right
Sign
now.
up now for the best
What that
esports.
was it was actually General Motor calls. However, General Motors reports tomorrow, so I have no idea where this is going to go. Honestly, all these calls could be worthless after what Electronic Arts and Snapchat did. The truth is, you want to know the funny thing? Even if just Snapchat alone would have made up if Electronic Arts failed and GM fails. Just Electronic Arts alone, we're looking at 5, 6, maybe even 700% return on our options. Like you realize what a 5, 6, 700% return is? Like you bet $1,000, you make 5, 6, 7 grand. You bet, $200, you make 1,000, 1,200, $1,400 in return. Like that is the type of numbers we're talking about here. That's the type of stuff that we brought. We brought you a lot of intraday consistent plays, but I don't even want to talk about them now. I mean, we brought you intraday stuff that worked as well. And we actually have a surprise for you, so stay tuned. So again, General Motors reporting tomorrow. Um, Again, I feel so bad because I did look at my time machine, and they're going to crush on revenue and earnings per share. The numbers are going to crush Wall Street expectations. They're going to destroy them. But I mean, obviously they're reporting tomorrow, and I know this now, so I'm just sharing with you what I know tomorrow. But unlike Captain Hindsight, I do take the position right here at 3:33 p.m. So by the way, instead of nickel and diming you for, a swing overnight service, which is subpar, has zero accountability, and having people not even share with you the trades they do, just sharing with you, I don't know, maybe certain patterns that they find favorable. There's accountability in the Newsbeat live room. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I own up to it. When I'm right, very right, beyond very right, I'll take credit for that too. Okay. I will be right and wrong. But one thing you do get here is accountability. And did you know that if you did like the Newsbeat live room, like a lot of you open house members do, and we're getting a lot of just phenomenal feedback. Thank you so much for enjoying your time here. You get this Twitter service for free. So if you step away from the computer or whatever, you're not in front of your computer, we don't charge you 2,400 a year for this Twitter service, which shares every single trade entry, timing, and everything. You get this tweet immediately as I buy it. I buy it, the tweet goes out like that. Like that. So you get immediately up to the second access exactly where I'm paying. That's called accountability. That is called accountability. I will remain accountable. And since I did come from the future, I have a special present for you Newsbeat Live members. On Sunday, for those people who are members, you are going to get a swing idea that I'm rating as a 7 out of 10. The last swing idea I rated a 7 out of 10 or higher. My last high conviction trade was actually INSG. And we gave you guys that in mid-December right over here as my favorite stock of 2019. I still think this stock is going to triple. The stock ran from $3.50 to $6. There are traders in the room who already made their year with this stock alone and are holding shares on the house's money and options on the house's money. There are already a number of traders in our room who are already doing that. They're traders who are just up phenomenally. Do you want another one of these type of ideas? I don't hold back or dish them out. The truth is, I might not have another one of these ideas for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. The truth is, there's a good chance I might have another one of these ideas in a few weeks. But as always, Newsbeat Live members, I do prioritize members of our community. I do set a priority, fairly so, with the members of our community, and I'll always try to bring value to you guys every single night when I talk. But it's kind of, if you're in the room, if you were in the free open house today, that's all you had to be part of, just the free open house. We would have given you consistent intraday ideas on stocks we were trading, things to make quick, easy money. And in this case, we just took lottos overnight. That wasn't a big deal. And you could have been long Snapchat and short Electronic Arts. And you could have also been long General Motors, which is going to gap up tomorrow. Oops, did I say that? I think I revealed that I'm coming in from the future. But watch it. Watch the numbers of GM tomorrow. I think the numbers are going to be not good. They're going to crush analyst consensus. Just like I said, Electronic Arts was going to get crushed. Just like I said, Snap's revenue was going to crush. General Motors is going to crush analyst revenue tomorrow. For those watching now, I'm not stupid. I know a lot of you guys are going to wake up early, buy General Motors in the pre-market before they report. You could do whatever you want. I'm not doing that. I'm involved in the options. I already have my risk on the table. But with that being said, just a lot of great opportunity, a lot of positive energy coming in the room. Again, I'm here to try to change your trading lives forever. Again, I know a lot of you guys are going to be walking into, large sums of money before the day even starts. Look, just stay focused on the intraday tomorrow. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Mark, when are you selling Snap? Mark, when are you selling Snap? Look, I'll tell you right now, I don't have a good idea of where the best place to sell Snapchat is. I personally believe that this is what we should do. And I'll go over it now so you don't have to ask me tomorrow. And I'm sure you'll ask me tomorrow, and I will answer you tomorrow. But, for those who are not part of the free Newsbeat Live Open House or are not a member of the room, or if you don't want to be in the Newsbeat Live Open House, I'll tell you what I would do in this situation. So, anybody want to guess the short float? Anyone want to guess the short float as of January 14th? 10.7%. Now, a lot of you are thinking, that might not be a heavy enough position to potentially cause a huge short squeeze. But believe me, a stock that has been beaten up this much, I mean, we're talking Snap is one of the weakest stocks. I mean, look, it didn't participate in the 2018 rally at all. Like it got decimated. But I will tell you for the first time, regardless of how it moves tomorrow, this is a big deal for Snap, for a beaten up name. Am I bullish in the company overall? No. Do I like the company overall? No. Not until the CEO relinquishes his position and admits that he has no idea to run a company and comes out with a public statement calling himself a buffoon publicly. Till he does that, I don't believe in the company. Shareholders have zero voting rights on these shares. It's a garbage company. The earnings were good. They deserve to gap up. But it's a garbage company. So if you're thinking, Mark, what do you think of Snapchat long term? Could could get over 10 bucks, could get over 11 bucks. The truth is, what I want to do on Snap is we have if you followed me, we have March $8 calls that we paid, 31 cents for. If Snapchat opens up here tomorrow, those calls minimum at the ugliest will triple in value. At the ugliest will triple in value. Probably 4 or 5 times as well. But since I already know the analysts are going to upgrade it tomorrow, and they're going to defend higher price targets and reiterate them and try to act like they're smart for the first time in Snap, which they will be for the first time, um, they're going to upgrade this stock. So what I would do, if you want to hold it, start playing it versus 5 minute, 15-minute bar lows. You want to see that green bar early on tomorrow. You want to see that first 1 minute bar hold, and then just maybe either trail it or sell a piece. I mean, the truth is, hindsight will tell you what the smartest decision was. The bottom line is, if this Snapchat is going to go higher, the smartest decision was to buy it, not even sell it or hold it. Buy it and hold your position, right? So I would look for like 1 minute and 5 minute bar lows to like play it and just make sure they hold. Otherwise, just whatever. It's a trade. I'm gonna chuck it early. How early is gonna be dependent on the stock. Electronic Arts, yeah, beautiful calling the $92 puts, but at the same time, earnings were so bad. I just can't imagine who's stupid enough to want to buy this down here, based on the earnings. Look, you have to also remember, I've been playing Electronic Art video games back in 1985 on a Commodore 64. I love this company. I was playing, what was it? Not Karate Champ too, but there was Karate Karate something, Karate Kick, and it was an Electronic Arts game back from like 1986. It was one of my favorite Commodore 64 games. You have to understand, when I talk this way about these companies, it's never personal. I love this company, but the earnings Electronic Arts have reported are beyond awful. I don't care if they gap this thing up 10 points. You have to understand, like, for me, I'm just looking at the straight up numbers. And when you look at the straight up numbers for Electronic Arts here, like they they earned 86 cents per share, but Wall Street thought they're going to earn $1.94. Wow. They earned 1.6 billion in just bookings versus the 1.75 billion in bookings. This is a shift. And you want to know what caused it? All the NFL ratings dropping, because what Electronic Arts does well is sports video games. And when NFL revenues are low, And Super Bowl ratings are at all-time lows, which the last one was supposedly uneventful. Honestly, I enjoyed watching it, but the Super Bowl ratings were completely uneventful, according to just the raw stats of, how many people watched it and how many hours viewed. It was considered a very lackluster Super Bowl. And granted, that didn't pan directly into this earnings quarter per se. It's actually going to have a negative effect next earnings quarter. But what it shows me is when any sports like football, basketball, or baseball suffer, if one of those things suffer, Electronic Arts revenues are going to be abysmal. And that is exactly what we're seeing here. Other video game makers who stay away from sports just focus on making good video games. People who are selling football video games like Madden. I used to play Madden 93 on the Sega Genesis. I love John Madden football. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Really good at the game too. Or was. As soon as football ratings go down, sales of the video game goes down. Less kids want to play, less kids watching football, less kids want to get the new Madden and play with their friends. They're not as excited anymore. And what you're really seeing is a direct correlation between United States sports and electronic art revenues. And that's what you're seeing. What they reported, the revenues, everything. Abysmal was being too rosy. I thought they were going to be terrible. I honestly didn't think they would be this bad. I thought they would be very, very, very bad. I didn't think they were going to be this. Like they surprised me to the downside. Let's put it that way. And I'm not surprised that the stock. I thought the stock could get to like 82, 81 bucks, like right around there. 82, $81 is what like my head was telling me. Then I see it at 76, and I'm like, wow, that's beyond what I thought. But it actually deserves to be lower based on what they said. They should have lost 40% of their value, at least, if not more, if not half their value. I know it sounds harsh. Do you understand at this trajectory, Electronic Arts is going to be a $20 company? Now, do I think they're going to find a way to bounce back and get revenues? I hope so. It's one of my favorite companies of all time. But I will tell you this right now. For what Electronic Arts reported, bad is the kindest thing that you could ever say about them. How about our levels for tomorrow? Since I did come from the future, wouldn't it be nice if I shared with you some of the support and resistance levels for tomorrow? These levels don't always hit, but when they hit support and when they hit resistance, it tends to give me personally a good longer short opportunity intraday. These are the levels I watch. They don't always hit. In fact, they usually don't. But when they do, an opportunity does arise. In terms of my game plan name, I am going to discuss Snapchat here. I'm going to give you guys a trigger, a long trigger in Snapchat at 878. 878 could get you above 90 to 906, above $9. And the truth is, I mean, there's so many triggers afterwards that Snapchat could just run tomorrow. Would be nice. Again, remember I was defending. Remember when Google was down after hours and I defended it yesterday? Remember that? Remember I was the person who looked at Google's earnings and said they were actually one of the best earnings out there compared to the other FANG names. And look what Google did today after gapping down. It gapped down, it was down, and then it came up and went green for the day and higher. You see that on what Google did? Not a coincidence. So keep in mind when I read these earnings and I judge them, it has nothing to do with my position ever. And that's why people respect my completely unbiased analysis. But just looking at the earnings, Snap and Electronic Arts deserve the type of gaps that they have received. So keep that in mind. Maybe that makes me a little more stubborn tomorrow. I don't know. Good news is you have 3 more days of the Newsbeat Live Open House. You get to be part of our service for 3 more days. It's time to get consistent on the intraday. It's time to get consistent on the intraday. We're going to be spending Sunday with you guys. I'm going to disclose just for Newsbeat Live members um, my next stock that I'm looking to have. I believe this stock is going to go up 50% within 1 week to 6 months, a stock going up 50%, you're going to love to hear it. This stock alone is probably worth a large multitude of your entire Newsbeat Live annual subscription. I will continue to bring you value. Not only that, on Sunday, we're going to help new Newsbeat Live open house members who have become full members. We're going to help you set up your layout. We're going to help you set up your, we're going to talk to you about how you can help set up your layout for additional speed and efficiency so you could be part of all of the Newsbeat strategies from overnights to scalps to intraday. There's a wealth of value here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to make sure that you're part of it. Forex, yeah, we've actually been doing okay in the Forex recently. Last trade ended up a winner. Um, Here are all my new pending orders. The last trade that was open before closed out at hit the take profit level, so we made money on that. I'm out of that. Here are four new pending orders, three longs, one short. Right over here, those are the symbols. You get my price. These are all live pending orders. The screenshot is ugly because it's a screenshot of my live trading software in Forex. You get the symbol, the price in which I'm trying to bid or short at. I'm only trying to short Euro, Norwegian krone, which is the second one right here. You get the price I'm at. You get SL means stop loss. It's not Saturday Night Live. TP is not toilet paper. It's my take profit level. And you just get it A to Z. Complete 100% transparency. Trades that I'm trying to take before I even get filled. And those are my Forex orders. We have so many great things coming to you guys. We have so many great things. Swing trades, intraday trades, short-term overnight trades. Everything seems to be clicking in place right now, and it's going to feel really good to walk in tomorrow to, at least two home runs, three if you include the fact that GM is gapping up tomorrow. There's a reason, ladies and gentlemen, why Wall Street analysts swear that the Newsbeat Live Room is the largest, fastest growing trading room in the world. Not the world, America. Happy trading, make money. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.